Hi guys, hope all of you are doing great. My name is Ernest and this is our Ernest Sciences and Mathematics TV channel. In this specific display, we are going to look at the concept of the sine of a function. And this is going to, of course, assist us have a contrast with the other functions that we have discussed, especially under the graphs of trigonometric functions that we're going to see and the others that we have already looked at. So in this case, I've given a, a figure that's going to, an illustrative figure that's going to assist us understand and a range of values for the period, the domain, and range, and perhaps we're going to note if this specific function is either odd or even given as such. So the function of the sine of theta is going to be represented in this x and y axis given as such. And one of the characteristics that we're going to note for the function of the sine and the cosine of theta is that they are periodic functions, which of course are going to have a repetitive nature at a specific interval. So therefore, they're going to be given us in terms of cycles, which are characteristic and shown as such. And they have various aspects in terms of intervals, the periods, and the minimum and maximum points, and the range respectively. Now for the sine of theta, the range is going to vary between the negative and positive y given as such. And the domain is going to consist of all real numbers, which basically for the sine and the cosine of theta, they are going to range between positive and negative infinity. Now, unlike the cosine of theta, the sine of theta is going to be an odd function, whereby we're going to see that the sine of negative x is going to be equivalent to negative sine of x given as such. And of course, we're going to see that it's going to display an aspect of symmetry along the x, with respect to the origin as we had seen for the cosine of theta respectively. Now, I've mentioned the concept of a minimum and the maximum point. Now, in this specific graphs, we're going to have these specific points for negative pi over 2 and then 3 pi over 2 given as minimum points, which are going to be displayed as such. So for this case, this wrong demarcation, this is basically going to appear at this specific point, whereby we're going to have maximums for pi over 2 positive, and this is going to be pi over 2 negative, which are going to be given and this is going to be basically negative 3 over 2 pi, which is going to be given as well as a maximum point. And if we give it in terms of a formula, this is going to be pi over 2 plus 2k pi, where k is an integer, as these various points that I've given for this. And then we're going to have the x-intercept be given at these various points that I've indicated, whereby also it's going to consist of a relationship that is going to be given as k pi, where k is an integer for 1, 2, 3 given as such. And then the y-intercept is going to be displayed as these specific points for 0, of course, which means we are not going to have a variation over the y-intercept at this specific point. The period is going to be 2 pi, which means a stretch between this one and this one. The full cycle is going to consist of an angle of 360 degrees, which can be able to be illustrated as a 2 pi. So this is one of the characteristics of the sine function that we're going to be coming across, of course, and creating a contrast between it and the other various trigonometric function that we have already discussed. So that is it for now. Catch us in our next video. Check in our description boxes for these specific videos and other related content so that we can be able to assist each other in understanding these various topics better. So that is it for now, guys. Bye. God bless.